Son d'un papa!
Oh, my wiener.
You're watching the weekly Wednesday What's Up, the section of my channel where I just talk about everything that happened in 1 week. So I'm actually laying in bed right now. I'm about to start recording. I might start doing Ruby, actually. I'm gonna just try to knock that out earlier this week, get it all kind of solved, so by next week we'll be ready to go. The rendering on Ruby just takes forever, and it's very, very frustrating. So last night I was up until like 4 a.m. No. Yeah, I was up until 4 a.m. just trying to get one episode out, and then I had three other episodes that needed to be done. But anyways, I took care of them this morning. I don't know why it's so long to render those episodes. I'd rather actually just edit them down. But anyways, because there's no Flash today, I'm not stuck in the editing bay so much today with TV shows, which are so frustrating. But and then I'll probably knock out some other regular reactions of some other stuff that I should handle or so, but I don't know. I'm thinking about that right now. It really depends on what it is, because we have to be careful nowadays. We can't just be grabbing shit randomly back like we used to back in the days of the Wild Wild West and shit. I gotta be a little more careful so we don't get our channels taken away and such. And look, I've been pretty good about that, I believe, most of the time. Just not just grabbing anything and everything, because it's just grabbing anything and everything. Well, there's a few problems I have with that now, but one of the main things is just copyright itself, fair use. It's been officially declared, that especially from MCNs, that reaction channels are not following fair use. So you have to be very careful when your own MCN is stating that reaction channels are not fair use, that you have to do everything you can to distance yourself from being considered a reaction channel. So or else you're gonna lose your channel, and so everything that we've built up since the big announcement would have been in vain and such. And that was actually something I had to think of a lot last week when I made the decision for the new apartment. That was actually that I actually had to put that into the equation of, if my channel gets taken away, if my channel gets shut down, can I still afford to survive? Can I still live on my own, or live on my salary, at least for a little while? And I had to just run all these situations in my head, basically just hypothetical situations of what would happen, or what do I need to do in terms of, like, okay, look, I can go with this route, can I go with this route? Let me check my contract, and it was something also I just kind of I was also kind of thinking about, was if my channel actually gets shut down, would I actually go back to America? It was actually an interesting thought I was thinking about, because I realized that what I do on the channel it's my main, since the big announcement, I have to think about that. Like, or that's all I think of, is building the channel, making the channel better. The actual real job I have comes secondary in terms of making things happen. Before, when I was in Fukuoka, my passion was priority passion was for building a better company for the people that I was working for. But now my main passion, or my main focus, is on building a better channel, and not a reaction channel, but building a better entertainment channel. That's the main thing that I'm focusing on right now, and I have to be very careful about that. It was kind of funny because I was going through Dante's comments on his reaction. Sorry, my eyes are like really drying out right now. The For Y'all Entertainment reaction that he did, because I did a reaction to that, but I've been waiting for their permission to upload it and shit. Like, I thought it was kind of weird because they've always seemed like they were cool for reactions. So I was like, wait, you're throwing shade and shit. But not just that. Hold on, can I do this while I'm doing the weekly Wednesday What's Up? Let's see. Not just that, but I really hate... I can't do it. I have to open up my... I usually go like this and do it because I can't focus like that. What was I going to say? Anyways, so I've been waiting, but they fucking... And see, this is one of the problems with trying to ask for permission and shit. By the time they reply back, like, I got considerably kind of lucky with Bat in the Sun. They were honored. Like, they replied back almost immediately. I talked to What Culture about... There was a proposition I want to propose something to them, and maybe one day I'll tell you what I was thinking about working together with them, a collaboration. The What Culture wrestling place, but it was a non-wrestling video, but they declined me today. But they wrote back today, really quickly actually. But anyways, that's the thing with asking for requests and doing, like, some people just will fucking straight ignore you, and not get back to you, and it's kind of frustrating. Even myself, like, unfortunately, there's reactions people have asked me to do. I'm not even talking about the fan base. I'm talking about, like, actual channels that have asked me to do reactions to their stuff, but I just don't have time. I don't, and sometimes I don't even have time to get back to them, and it gets lost in the fucking threshold of, look, when you're dealing with Twitter messages, Facebook messages, Twitter direct messages, YouTube messages, direct messages, YouTube comments, now, like, I've already named off 5 things of, like, where you just keep on getting these different requests, or people want to talk to you, and your direct email, right? People send you direct requests and shit, and it's like, it's really hard to, like, keep the correspondence all together in sync and shit. Even the mailbox client I was using is got shut down or something like that. But anyways, so I was, hold on, I'm gonna put this, stare at the wall real quick. So, I was, checking I'm Dante's, channel and comments, and I just saw, it was kind of funny because I just saw this one dude, maybe still a subscriber of mine, I don't know, but he was talking about how the mighty has fallen and all that, how Tyrone, Ryan, myself, we've all fallen off or whatever. But I think, you know, in Tyrone's defense and all that, I think Tyrone actually, because it was, I think they're referencing the fact that, like, Grade A called him out or whatever, and then he stopped doing as many reactions. But I didn't actually see it like that. Like, I saw it actually in the sense of Tyrone brought back more of the stuff that he was known for, and I think I've mentioned that before, is the fact that and Ryan as well, like, they've all had nice features. Like, you know, look, I have the weekly Wednesday What's Up, and I've been concurrent about that, doing it all the time, and then I've tried to, like, focus, and then, you know, of course I would put up Japan content or interviews and different things like that, but you know, when you're looking at it from just putting like an output sort of thing up. I mean, let's take the average YouTuber, basically. The average YouTuber only puts out 3 videos a week. 3 videos a week, okay? If that. And they try to put as much content as they can, put some edits, a little bit of animation, or whatever, right? It really varies, certain YouTubers, but average 3 videos a week or whatever. Because every time I go to the YouTube space and I show them my channel, they're like, why do you have so many videos? They're like, how do you put so many videos out a day? I'm like, well, most of them are like reaction channels where your talent is within your way you review it right offhand or whatever, so there's not a lot of edits involved. It still takes a shitload of rendering time, and I'm up until fucking late at night, which is very frustrating. But anyway, so the average YouTuber only puts out like 3 videos a day. When you're putting out 3 videos a week, when you're putting out 3 videos a day or more on top of other stuff, you know, people need to sit the fuck back and think about some of that, in terms of, so that's the thing, like, okay, am I gonna try to sit there and put out something really creative? And I've had this conversation with Unrested several times about the problems with doing reactions, because people start thinking you're a reaction channel or whatever. When you try to put out something creative, it takes a lot of time, but you're only gonna get like a quarter of the views, which is why the reaction videos are so easy to do. And, you know, I think a lot of us have fallen subjective to that, in the sense that it's always a constant battle between putting out what you want to put out for your channel versus what the people, the audience, is asking for at that moment in time. And that will change. That's subjective to change depending on the flow. You know, people have asked me to react to the terrorist attacks when that shit in France was going on. React to like the craziest thing. I'm like, why would I do that? Like, you know, same thing as I Hate Everything gets the request, make a request on Mars bars and all that other stuff. Like, why would you do this? So it's always this constant battle of like doing what you feel is best for the channel, your own future, and then doing what is good to satisfy other people. And, you know, so people act like Tyrone has fallen off or Ryan has fallen off, but, you know, the way I've seen it is they responded to grade A, under A videos the right way. Well, we're gonna say part of the response. I don't think they should have been attacking, but in terms of just the channels themselves, they came out and started it kind of lit a fire under their ass to basically bring back, and I repeat, bring back, or I emphasize on the fact of bring back stuff that they were already doing. And remember, like, fuck, I really do need to bring back this stuff so people remember that that's the kind of stuff that I do. I think that's the main point. For me, it's a little bit different because when I felt like when I felt that was the time to do it, I would just do it. But nowadays, I feel like I need to force myself to do it, or else I would just only be doing reactions, because that's the setup's a little bit easier. The vision for other videos, it's like, if I like, there's so many, I can't even tell you guys how many times there's been so many videos that I wanted to do. Like, I had this great idea, this vision, right? But there's a difference between a vision and the execution of it, and that's the biggest problem, is the fact that with reaction videos, there's a vision already. I mean, no, there's a format. There's a simple format that you already have set. But when you're doing other videos and you don't have that format to follow, you got to find that format. It takes 5 to 6 more times longer to actually find a vision in that. I mean, to find a format for a one-shot video, I don't know if that really makes sense. What I'm trying to tell you basically is like, with reaction videos, it's more or less like a assembly line sort of process that you've been doing. You do it every day, so you know exactly what to go for, and it's much easier to speed. But if when you have no blueprint and you're just kind of cutting and pasting or whatever, trying to, it takes longer to actually come in and like really be proud of whatever you're putting out each time. So even for example, right here from China today, I got an unboxing review I need to do of a VR headset, and I'm gonna try and do it tonight if my eyes aren't so fucked up, because I don't want to do the review with fucking badger eyes and shit. But anyways, I got that thing to do, but I was, this entire day today, I've been thinking about how am I going to shoot it, what kind of cuts I'm going to make, because it's an unboxing and it's also because of review. I had to go look into some software in terms of recording from my iPhone, because that's part of the review. So it's, but this is the thing, like, it's like, if I don't do it right away, if I don't just jump on that shit and do it, it's just gonna get, it's going to get pushed in the back and put on the shelf, because another trailer will drop or something else that I need to just react to that right away, and so on and so forth. A very good example is a video you guys have never seen. I recorded it already. I shot the damn thing, but I bought a bunch of Star Wars toys, Kylo Ren stuff. I did an unboxing. I shot all of it, but I never uploaded it because it got put on the shelf because of, well, I think the BVS trailer dropped or something like that, and so, and the feeling, it basically ended up getting lost, and I got yelled at because my girl was already kind of pissed off that I bought the toys. And then because I was like, nah, you know, my last video wasn't my most popular video of 2015 was an unboxing video, so I was thinking I could recreate that. I was like, okay, obviously people kind of like to see this, so let me bring some of that back. So I ended up buying some toys, and she was really mad because she was cleaning the room, and she was like, what the fuck is this? Because, you know, especially with the apartment and stuff, I'm always thinking about money right now, and moving out from this guest house, and she was like, what the fuck is this? And was mad. And it was also my fault because I bought it and it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind after that, because I put it on the floor and forgot to actually film and do some unboxings and shit. Then I finally did the fucking recording and I never actually edited and uploaded it. So that's all I'm saying, guys. It's like, and I think I kind of made a video about that last Saturday and shit. It's like, people need to fucking chill and realize, content creators, regardless of whether you like reaction videos or not, but it's kind of there's a bad point about that, in terms of getting too involved in just doing reaction videos, especially if all that's going to be taken away like that. Copyright strike, especially in, you know, people talking about falling off or whatever. I think it's just being a little more careful and making sure people are cool with that content and shit, because I would think I'd damn near cry if my channel got shut down. Like when I had those two copyright strikes and someone was like, technically I had 3 copyright strikes, but on 2 different channels, 4 actually. Somebody was talking about how that counts for the whole thing, right? Well, you know, I felt like this was the end. I thought this was it. Like, why did I even come back to Tokyo? Like, why did I make this sacrifice? I was like, my channel's about to get shut down, and like, it was like, I almost had like I felt like I'll never forget that day. I was on the subway and I was just like, this is the fucking end. Like, time to break up with my girl. Like time to just end all of it. I was just like, it's time to go back home to America and think about something else or whatever. So, anyways, whatever. I need to get hyped again for doing some other reels. I'm about to record more reactions for something next week instead of editing, doing the unboxing. Or I'm gonna try and do it all tonight though. Fuck it. At least record it all tonight because tomorrow I need to go sign a contract or some shit about the apartment. So whatever. I might just wake up really early or do my best to wake up early and at least do some editing or something at least. But you know, work is cool. My real job actually, or my actual financial, the ones that's paying everything right now, that's been pretty cool. I've been working more, that's good, but unfortunately it's getting in the way for Mondays. It's getting in the way of something. It's getting into the way of The Walking Dead, which would also mean it's getting into the way of the Game of Thrones. So I really need to start thinking, what do I want to do in terms of, do I want to, like, I don't know, like, if I minimalize my schedule a little by at least a few hours or so, if I just take instead of coming in at like 1 o'clock, I come in at like 3 o'clock or something like that. And then, but see, it's like, if I do that, I'm gonna lose. It's frustrating. Basically, because, and the reason I'm mentioning this is when The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones comes on, it's around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock my time. So I need that time to actually, if I want to watch it right at that moment in time, right? And then, at least if I watch it, then I don't have to worry about being spoiled or anything like that. I can still use my phone, right? But if I don't watch it, but okay, so if I do watch it, then I'm gonna lose money. If I trim down my schedule and tell them I can't come in till like 1 or 3 o'clock or till 3 o'clock or something like that, this is kind of the problem with doing that. Like, I potentially could actually have students or make money, immediate money right there. But so okay, basically here's the point. Here's the case scenario for Monday. If I choose to trim my hours down, basically I can watch the show, go straight to work, and then don't have to worry about spoilers. And then when I come home, the video is already ready for me to basically cut and edit down, okay? And then I can have it up by that night. But if I do the reverse and I don't watch it, that like a few hours before it airs in America, after it airs in America, I'll be at work, talk all day. By the time I come home, it's like 10 o'clock or so. I'm fucking tired, really tired from being on the train and shit. Then I watch the show. This is also try to avoid any spoilers. I can't use my phone. You know, if somebody dies in The Walking Dead, I have to delete Twitter off my phone, and it's really frustrating at this point. I can't read the YouTube messages at all, the comments, okay? And then I gotta get home finally, then I can watch it, tired, mind you. Then, after immediately watching it, I gotta edit it, which comes out to around 12 a.m. to 12:30 in the morning or so. Finally, it gets posted, and then I can go to sleep, right? That's the problem. With the two situations. But you know, honestly, like, so you have to do the cost evaluation on that, cost fixation. So taking 2 hours, coming in later for work or so, potentially, I'd be losing about $40. I'd say roughly around anywhere from $40 to $60, okay? But being able to have that Walking Dead or Game of Thrones reaction up in time and getting those views in and actually getting more more of an audience in, can further your channel more. So you see what I'm saying? This is a very tricky part, a very tricky situation about this. Yeah, like this. I think with the Flash, I had the same problem. No. You know what happened with the Flash with the Jay Garrett thing? Was potentially my days off are Wednesday and Thursday, so luckily I'm able to watch the Flash like almost immediately, or like today I'm all chill, and that's why some of my best reactions come from the Flash, because I'm just sitting around the house doing other stuff and I haven't been talking for 10 hours already, and my throat's not hurting or anything, and I'm able to react to it. But that particular day, I was waiting for the Wi-Fi. It was really fucked up, and it finally was about to finish, like 15 minutes away, and then I was just by how habitually I was checking the comments on my thing and comments on my YouTube channel, and somebody was like, "Jay is Zoom," and I'm like, I was like, fuck. So, but I tried to convince myself that maybe they were just saying they were answering something else, but he posted in a Ruby video, so I knew it was just my Ruby video at that time was the latest video, so I knew it was just somebody trolling, or someone who was just basically trying to be a dick. So when I actually saw the reveal, I had a less than enthusiastic reaction because I knew who it was. I was like, oh, so that guy was right. Anyways, yeah, so these are the things I'm thinking about. On top of that, in a few weeks, as you guys know, I'll be moving out to the final place with the studio. So I'm making myself a list of the different things I need to get: computer, green screen, lighting, new lighting, all that other stuff. I gotta get a bed. Refrigerator, washing machine. I want to figure out which kind of table I want to go with. Like, I can't get a small table. I'm pretty sure I don't want to get a small table. Maybe something like what Blind Wave is doing. I really am spending the next couple weeks really trying to map this out, like the kind of studio I want to set up. That'll be good for me, be good for you guys, and hopefully all affordable. So there's a lot of stuff I'm thinking about, and I'm doing my best, guys, to... Oh, collaboration coming up on the 24th, I believe, which won't have anything to do with... maybe some reactions. She might want to do some reactions, but I'm collaborating with somebody she actually was really down to do this a couple weeks ago, so she called me right after the YouTube meeting, and she was really hyped about working together. But because she has lots of recordings of her own and studio stuff she has to do, we made it like the appointment far in advance, which is good for me. All right, I think that's enough for today, guys. Let me really try to get hyped up, stay hyped up to finish up this Ruby situation, do the unboxing thing, and take it from there. All right, like, share, subscribe. I was going to tell you guys about something else, but maybe it's better. Let me wait a few more weeks until I talk about that other thing that happened. It happened a couple days ago. It was really weird. Just remember, it was I kind of already mentioned it on Leonardo DiCaprio's page, the channel. In short, I lost a bunch of subscribers, but I have no idea why. It was really weird. It just came out of nowhere, and I was like, what the fuck? I even contacted my network because it was like the weirdest thing. It was like almost 200 something subscribers, but then now, and like I was like, what? It was happening way too much, and then I was like, stop the bleeding! What the fuck? And even my network was like, well, nobody's made any more death threats, like not more than usual, right? And like, and it doesn't, and they were checking the statistics, and I had my other analysis look at it as well, there wasn't any sort of direct relation to any videos. It just suddenly out of nowhere, and we were like, okay, maybe YouTube's, they didn't mention that they're doing any sort of maintenance. It was really weird. But then suddenly, like, so then it just finally stopped and went back into the positives again after like 2 days. But you know, the only thing I honestly can think of, because what happened was a few days before that there was a huge spike suddenly. I'm like, I didn't do anything special. Like, I was like, I didn't do anything special with my channel. That suddenly, why would I start getting such a huge spike? But then that spike, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe somebody was fucking with some bots or something like that on my channel. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. All right, guys, I'm done for today. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you. I'll let you know what's up next week. Peace.